This tree is quite large, about 40 cubic meters.
The loggers have to see and determine the location so that they can adjust the direction of the falling tree. This requires precision, otherwise their lives are unlikely to be saved. Unable to use primitive tools, people in Africa have imported machinery and equipment to assist in felling timber. Chainsaws are still a useful tool for workers to use. African forests, the green lungs of the earth, the source of life for thousands of animal species and millions of people. But in the heart of that green forest, a war is taking place every day. This overexploitation not only threatens the ecosystem but also seriously affects the lives of people who depend on the forest. Korkachip jir kuk noi chuti vachin kwayan uafang, kuk noi chuti tren bay duan kai thak ji kwai mielen.
We are committed to reforestation and sustainable development. This is an opportunity for the region to develop economically.
But the reality is, many forests have been destroyed without effective reforestation plans. The result is soil erosion, increasing natural disasters. Animals are being driven from their natural habitats. Some are at risk of extinction. We need to act now, before it is too late. If we do not protect our forests, we are destroying ourselves. Local people are affected by logging, loss of income, and frequent natural disasters. Before, we lived on the forest, but now everything has changed. We have nowhere to go, no source of income. We must unite to protect the forest, to protect the future of our children. The future of Africa's forests depends on what we do today. We have a responsibility to protect and sustain the life of the forest of this planet. African forests, the source of life for millions of creatures. Let's protect it, so that the future will always be green. How to transport timber harvested from African forests abroad. The transport of timber harvested from African forests abroad usually takes place in the following steps. Loading. After harvesting, the timber is cut into blocks or slabs and arranged in the logging area. Loading. The timber is then loaded and prepared for transport. This may include packing the timber into planks or large logs. Timber transport. Timber is transported from the harvesting area to ports or airports via means of transport such as trucks, ships or planes. This process may include transport by road, rail or sea. Inspection and export. Timber must undergo legal and environmental inspection processes to ensure that it complies with legal regulations and does not harm the environment. Once inspected, the timber is exported abroad. Trade and receipt. The timber is then received in the importing country and further traded on the international market. Logging and transporting timber in Africa often faces many challenges, including compliance with laws, environmental protection, and ensuring the rights of local communities. Organizations and governments are working to promote sustainable and legal logging to minimize negative impacts on forests and communities. To exploit and transport wood out of the forest, people often use the following types of machinery. Logging saw, used to cut down trees and saw large branches. Barking machine, supports peeling off the bark to get the inner wood. Wood saw, to cut wood into small pieces for easy movement. Wood planer, flattens the surface of wood blocks. Industrial wood cutting machine, cuts wood into different sizes and shapes. Wood transportation, forklift, used to lift and transport wood from the logging area. Trailer, used to pull wood from the logging area to storage or export. Wood wrapping vehicle, used to wrap and transport wood safely to factories or export ports. These machines help improve efficiency and ensure safety during the logging and transportation process.